closer, good people. The cure is... You'll find all you need in
We can see everything from here. We can see everything from...
What?
Here he is, red-handed. The sellout. Shall we arrest him?
We should first find out what he puts in the box. The way is clear. Now, let's take a look at this box. The captain and his buyers should meet here at nightfall.
You should put the message in the box, so no one will know we've seen it.
And we should warn the Admiral immediately.
Let's go.
Desarde.
We know a little more. Reuben continues to use the dead drop and has made an appointment with his buyer.
He has quite the nerve to continue using that box even though he knows you know about it.
He must have thought that we would not come back. The meeting... This could be a good time to get the proof.
That's an excellent... I will come with you.
From this position, we'll be able to see the meet...
Perfect. I can't wait to witness it.
I can't believe it. This eel is selling us to the Queen.
The wretched traitor. How dare he sell us to lawless mercenaries?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if we can move on this fate.
Ha! This traitor got...
Is everything all right, Admiral?
It's nothing. Sorry, I couldn't bear to see this traitor sell his whole...
Do you want us to tend to your wound?
No, I'll go back to port and get back. Thank you, the three of you.
He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere. In addition to a substantial sum, Reuben is also going to obtain a major post on the continent. Everything is here. We'll give it to the Admiral tomorrow.
The best fortune's here for a day. Plates, armor. Come closer, good people. You'll find all you need in us.
Desarde.
How are your wounds?
I recovered fast. It was nothing.
Yes, here they are. But there was more than just his...
So, he lusted after a prestigious position. Thank you for bringing me. As for you, Alba, I owe you an apology. I should have trusted you.
You have nothing to do...
No. If we put the same trust in the volunteers as in the sea, we owe you a lot, Desarde. You have my full... Anything else?
I need to be going. Until...
Are your boots? Come closer, good people. The cure is right.
I'm happy you came to find me. I should have spoken to you sooner.
Indeed you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. But we gradually learned to understand. Based on what I know today, she told me her name, Arelwyn. And she even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for...
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Nauts can help.
It was such a long time ago.
The Nauts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must. So, do you want to try and find...
Yes.
Let's go then.
Come closer, good people. The cure is right. You'll find all you need in our...
De Sarde, what can
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, what would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions.
Is there no one on Tier-Fredy who can help us? Please.
Very well.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sarde,
Yes, Admiral?
don't get too caught up in the past. That one...
Whether or not we choose to get... that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Hello there. My name is de Sardet.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet... I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have
You are the only one on this island that can help.
Really? Oh, I think the congregation is good at keeping it...
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time. But...
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her... well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one, so I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
Do you need a little gold to jog your memory?
You're quite the merchant, aren't you? But since you're... I do actually need a new...
Here's your gold, Captain.
Perfect. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village. Of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sardet was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
She was never able to match her. Elwyn was a renowned healer, taking her place.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure, but all alone. Far from the island.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house. She doesn't speak much to me.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nothing.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Denegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Denegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes to...
I'm extremely...
Protect me in this battle!
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks like she may be in danger.
Let's go and help. It's got to be her.
Thank you for stepping in. Usually these animals accept...
We are glad we arrived at the right time.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of...
Yes, that's me.
Yes, we were. If you would allow...
Very well. I will...
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I...
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
Arelwin gave it to me.
It looks familiar. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor undivorced dear.
She wanted me to help her die. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to... So I watched her suffer.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
Everyone loved Arelwin. What's more, you brought me her child. All is well now. You are home, my...
Petrus.
Thank me.
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting... You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able...
My child. At least I've done something good, for once in my... I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I step.
Leave me be. Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace!
Can't you leave us alone, Munisanaig?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Erenaik se ya toigan quachesa de elobes, Samermila, mach de wegander.
You have a strange stare, Alexe. Leave me alone.
Do you want something? Enough questions.
Go away, Renaig say. You are not welcome in my home. Go away, Renaig. Birtir to Mad, an Almanawi.
You're different from the others. What is your role in the village?
Different? Why?
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us, and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong, said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
This question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. Nothing at all. They do not concern me. I am not a Denegad. Even you. You should be able to tell that. Why you bother me? Go and bother
I must leave now. Thank you for... Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the Luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet, there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything. But someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
This fellow did not seem very honest to me. If he's hiding something from us, perhaps we can find out what it is by searching his house.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game. You really do.
If we could avoid the...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him, and he seemed... nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Denegad with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Denegad.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling...
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
I really must go inside. I need to clarify something. If you can help us.
This request is strange. I know it is for you as well. But we must prove that the suspicions cast upon our village are not true. These people of Teleme will not give up their search without this.
Very well. I shall distract him, but be discreet and very quick. And be respectful of what you find there. Be good.
Oi! Toiges! Radayam Redit Quad!
What a horrible mask. How can someone wear such a thing unless they're worshipping some dark creature?
This is just a mask they wear in battle to intimidate their enemies, nothing more.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This is exactly the kind of proof we've been looking for. An evil cult, far from some naive veneration of nature and other island spirits.
The man that worships a magic lamp speaks of being naive. Oh, how it is charming.
Siora, I am sorry. What I really wanted to say was that...
Leave it, old man. I know exactly what it is you wanted to say.
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
All these gruesome and bloody horrors leave no room for doubt. There is a demonic cult here. We should go tell Sister Ephesia.
Did you learn anything?
No. Nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes, but you have already proven more competent than—
I shall try. Hopefully he won't leave.
Thank you for your help.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him. Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to...
My child, it's time to wake up. Our nervous friend is here.
Wait until nightfall and follow him. Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to...
My child, it's time to wake up. Our nervous friend is here.
Where could our man have gone?
He must have gone through this door, made out of roots. What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way. I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key to the portal.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots. And at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
The story of the tree is key. Try to remember.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. The drawing on this stone represents lightning. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Tell us again exactly what you saw, my child.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent... On this stone, the sun is visible. This stone has an image of the moon. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Protect me in this battle!
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
May the Almighty protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
May the Almighty protect me in this battle! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
The story of the tree is key. Try to remember.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
The story of the tree is key. Try to remember.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. I must have lit the candles.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
The story of the tree is key. Try to remember.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap began to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Close duis, atuda yam canadedole, tadulan vrandi, alauneles agen ole vei. Closi garamam itelami olflinau ich egrem. Closi cadem dientis olarabeni a ol slai. Franqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbus o galansani. Tugom venis gremos nigawi. Rencasie crimaderem denegau edent. Clos duis, arruiect nes diri.
Lois des Raman ades Gideon, Arenta. Esparnu Fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esparnu Fradi, Dawid Gaishidon. Agesparnu Fradi, Dawid Gremosanabui.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were talking about?
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen anything like it. I hoped you'd be able to explain what they were trying to achieve. As you can see, my companion is not a Renaigse like the others. He bears our likeness. Please share your knowledge with us. Grant us the chance to understand.
Very well. I'll attempt to help you make the ritual you saw. Is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors.
Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Ranoiksi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication...
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Past the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.
Protect me in this battle! Your magic is running out! Take a potion!
It's no magic here! Take the potion!
Radiant lightning protect me in this battle!
a strange party we have here. Who are you to come and...
Good day.
You? You are on Olmenawi and at the same time, so it is possible to bond yourself?
We are here because Teleme has asked us to carry out They think that certain clans venerate a demon. And even we carried out our investigation of Vedlog on Chief Derdre, and the clues have led us to find our answers.
Derdre sends you to seek out... A man from your island came already a long time ago, full of... He had a small party of warriors with smoking tubes.
A lion?
The coat of arms of the Bridge Alliance. In our territory.
They set up a camp near here, and then they
Do you know where precisely?
It was a long time ago. My memory has been leaving me, but it wasn't far from here. Ah! You are bringing back the memories. They were asking nearly the same questions you asked. You should be looking for your old reflection in the marsh. Strange stranger. You will find your past. Only then shall we see.
Fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes, a red serpent. The image is fading. I can't see much of anything. Fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect.
The swamp consumed these bodies almost entirely. These must be the Renaigze the Hermit told us about.
Probably. You can still discern the crest of the Alliance on this doublet. Let's search the area. There might still be something interesting.
What do you want?
We found the camp you spoke of. Well,
I told you. You were not the first.
many died.
I warned them, I remember. Too bad. Their weapons were strange. The marsh is more powerful.
That doesn't seem to bother you all that much.
Freddy gives. But you're still here.
I found this note. It speaks of a ritual, but it is incomplete.
A ritual? Yes, there is a ritual.
But for me, it would be useful.
There must... Do you see those drums over there?
They will awaken the earth.
Oh, and that's not all. Once the earth is...
Quench a stone.
But you're still here.
How do you play the drums?
Oh, that's easy. The music is the first language of Freddy. It resonates with the... You need only respect the natural order.
That's...
Come now, come now.
I'm listening.
But you're still here.
Quench a stone.
Water trickles on the stone and returns to us, empowered by its force.
This note I found explains a recipe. A potion thought to contain the essence of this place.
Oh, yes. But you're still here. What do you...
Nothing. Evidently, we made a mistake at some point.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the fire engulf our enemies!
Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar. Looks like an altar. The stones! That must be where we need to pour the potion. I just need to get my hands on it. I just need to get my hands on it. I just need to get my hands on it. I just need to get my hands on it. I just need to get my hands on it. What is this?
Dog! Killed! You killed her! Monsters! Murderers!
You knew her, old man? Before she became a Nadaig?
May the earth swallow you whole! You but in all milf, he will chase you all away! Murderers! His hunt has begun!
Calm down. We didn't have a...
Shiora, what is he talking about? Why is he so...
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadaig before she bonded. He mourns it was a Donegad who received very much power.
Are you saying that that creature was once...
Yes, like you and me. Anyone who draws upon the power of the earth. As for your other question...
This name rings a bell. I've heard it before.
Enon mir vruchtemen.
But enough to think that this being wants us harmed? Perhaps it's the source of the...
And why is that? Why would the source of your sin...
I don't know, Shiora. But didn't this man just say that we need to learn more?
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is with us no longer. You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm warrior. What do you seek?
You set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces, a spirit of the Isle. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one must know. But you